couldn't pull up the old video, but I remember that I had it streamed, so I'm about to watch a previous video. But this is Bob Marley. Some wise words from Marley. If there's one thing that I just realized, I do a lot of motherfucking talking. I'm glad I took those down because I was so amateur. Look at that shit. But anyway, this is the part that we can lock in.
From Jamaica play that music, you know. And like musician from you might find black musician from America play funk or blues, you know. And people don't play reggae music.
Can it be copied quite successfully outside of Jamaica?
Well, you see, where I feel about the music, it can be copied, you know, but it's not copied with it. It's the feel, you know. It carry a feel where if you ask plenty musicians, them know it, but them can't do it. So people still searching for this truth here, which this reggae music, you know, bring across to them, and the only purpose it serves is to tell people about Rastafari.
Did you always intend being just a reggae musician, or had you played rock music and soul music before?
In that sense, we really listen to a lot of music, you know. I mean, first time, so listen to music that play on the radio. Not that we couldn't afford to buy records, so we listen to the radio. And anything the radio play is that we hear. So I wasn't really into them things. I was really into, like, you know, call it spiritual music, you know, till it get more revolutionized, you know.
How long have you been a Rasta?
Well, I've been a Rasta from ever since, you know. But it's not how long I've been a Rasta, it's how long it takes you to grow up. Because what is what is from beginning to the end. You can never change, because if you even adapt things, later out, you won't filter right out. So we're just Rasta from creation, you know. It's not an easy thing to explain in an educated standard way. Still you have people who can do it. But it's a common sense, man. That means when we explain things, we explain it in a very simple way. That means if I explain it to a baby, the baby will understand too, you know. So we say now, like the Bible. The Bible says, God said him shall return as the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the conqueror line of the tribe of Judah. And him shall come in a new name. And this new name shall be dreadful among the heathen.
How important are the dreadlocks?
This?
Is that
This is
part
my
of being a
identity,
Rasta?
man. Yeah, this is my identity.
Do you have to have dreadlocks if you're a Rasta?
But if he's a Rasta, then you wouldn't say why you shouldn't have it, because then you don't know freedom is freedom and you don't have to bow, you do whatever you like. But it's not a thing to say, well, I would like to be a Rasta, but I wouldn't like to have this. You dig? It can't be a thing like that. It have to be a fullness where you yourself know that it's God creator and I don't own no life, no obligation. That means you own, man. That's the first time you own yourself. You do what you want to do. Anything people want to say about you, you don't care, because, you know what I mean? Even them who say still have to come back, you see them have to do the same thing. The more you accept herbs, the more you accept Rastafari. You dig what I say? We who accept herb is not, herb is important, but herb is more important to the people who don't accept it yet, because that is a reality. I mean, it's not selling selling something that you crave, but you check it in a sense and say, herb is a plant. I mean, herbs are good for everything. Why these people who want to do so much good for everyone, who call themselves governments and this and that, why them say you must not use the herb? You see? And we check that and we can't find, we just see them just say, no, you mustn't use it because you make you rebel. Against what? Against men who won't crave, because them crave for the things like selling. Them have some material things and them want to captivate your mind and tell you, say, well, you have to work and put you on pension and him keep it all. So herb make you look on yourself, and instead of you want to work for the man, you want to be one of the man too. Not in the sense of how he is, but in the sense of why should you have to bow to these things.
I'm gonna be honest. I know they were smoking some good weed back then, but today's weed will have you. Today's weed is different. Our weed is very addictive, and our weed, obviously, it's not everybody weed, but majority of the weed that's being sold, depending where you are, pretty sure more the city. You know what I mean? Not so much toward the people that grow their own, but the weed that you really come across the most, it's like that shit blanks you out. It'll literally like blank you out. And when I've smoked, sometimes I can feel the difference when I'm like mentally active versus mentally blanked out, or just wanting to like lay out. But yeah, y'all viewing this, make sure you just discern between what he's saying, you know, because what he's saying is very true, but in today's time, our weed is very hard to get good weed that actually even possesses you in such that way. It's hard to find weed that even gets your brain active in that manner. So, yeah.
Do you have to smoke to be a Rasta?
No, man. But in this time, I mean, like, for instance, you're reaching a sense where you're strong enough, can take a little smoke. So when all them car pass, although you live in the city, you don't hear it because you're thinking. Different live, you just live, so. Then, you know what I mean, the whole world confuse you and you're worried and you don't have no time to think. And herb is that thing that give you a little time for yourself so you can live, if you use it.
What about alcohol?
Alcohol make you drunk, man. It don't make you meditate, it just make you drunk. When you drink alcohol, you don't meditate. You're more get-headed. Herb is more a consciousness.
Now you heard the man. You heard the man. Herb is more conscious. But he's not lying. I feel like whether you're drinking or smoking, I feel like as long as it's not taking you away from what it is that you're trying to accomplish or trying to do for yourself, there's an exception to it.